shows off a little bit too much of me.
You could try it with or without, but it's tight regardless. Yeah, so yeah, it just depends.
¿Qué, güey? Déjame, güey.
I would like to see it.
Ah, sí me va a dejar, chingas, madre.
Welcome everybody to episode 117. 117.
What's up, you guys?
Damn, bro, like
Aquí andamos.
the lack of emotion, bro.
Well, it's because we have to. Well, me sacaste de onda, right? Because we were talking about something else.
And I'm like, let's start.
Yeah, yo acá todo motivado.
Yeah, it's because I gotta what's it called? It's called fluffing. I gotta fluff you a little bit. Like it's like I gotta like prepare you for the pod, you know? Te caliento un poquito. Ya,
No, sí.
Y luego ya te prendo un poquito y ya empezamos, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, this is episode 117. I hope that you guys had a great week for Mariachi playing and living. And we are back again to try to give you a little perk.
Percocet.
Yeah. Yeah. So we hope that it's been going pretty good for you guys. For us, we've been pretty good. I know that this is like the mariachis are struggling.
Who?
Mariachis.
¿Por qué?
Not me. But like, mariachis in general, like we had practice. That was last week, right? Last Wednesday. And Arturo had mentioned that like, just people in general aren't getting gigs right now.
Well, it's January.
I know it's January, but it feels like every January, like, sale lo mismo, where, like, it's very true, like, December, it's like, chama, and then it's like, January hits, and it's like, the Black Death plague, where everything, ya no hay chambas, ya no hay fiesta, ya no hay nada recalentado, no hay nada, so it's, like, very bare right now, and he says that, like, bosses from other groups have been calling him to be like, hey, wait, no hay chamba, no hay nada. Like, so they're just kind of like asking them like if there's anything that they can pass along.
Yeah.
And it's just, that tells you the state of the landscape right now, which is crazy because it's, this week it actually feels okay. It's like the weather outside, it's getting warm. Like really unexpected actually.
It was 70s today.
It's 70s today, I didn't even have to wear like a sweater or nothing, like estaba calmado, ¿verdad? Y todo. And now I'm wondering if we're going to get another snowpocalypse like we have been the last couple of years. Like we had a mini one where like some snow fell, but other than that, like it's been pretty chill. And I don't know. It doesn't feel like January to me.
I think it's on point. It's cold. No trabajo,
And people are just struggling to find work, because I mean, we only had 1 4-hour gig this weekend.
4 hours,
It was a 4-hour gig.
Algo leve.
Yeah, algo leve. And it was a place that we've gone to the last couple of years. And it's funny because I always forget about it until we start pulling up to the road. We're like, oh, it's this house. And we're even saying it like on the way there. Like, and it's always around the same time that we head back because it was in Clarksville, Texas, which is like, how long was it? The ride? Like 2 hours?
Like 2 hours.
I didn't nap the whole way there, but I napped all the way back. Like, dude, this is the first time where, like, I fell asleep, I guess, like this. Like, así bien caído. And, like, my whole shirt aquí, like, mojada, güey. Like, when
you drooled?
Yeah. Like, whenever we got to the meeting spot. And, like, yeah, dude, it was so gross.
I didn't see that.
Porque it's because we wore the black shirt this week. And what happened was, estaba dormido. And I didn't wake up till, like, we got under the bridge, like, heading into the meeting spot. And, like, I woke up, bro, y, like, haz de cuenta is, like, when you, like, sweat at the gym, like, all this area right there. It was, like, the size of the Superman logo. All drool. And it was cold, bro. So I was, like, estaba caminando así, güey. Like,
what the fuck?
I don't know.
I did not see that at all. Did you just not tell us, or you just...
I told one of y'all, but I kind of realized how gross it was. I was like... No, it was buenas noches. I know, I just fucking did.
He's like,
I was like, I'm embarrassed. I shouldn't have. Yeah, it was really bad.
I did not.
Yeah, but it was just it was a long drive to get there and stuff like that, and it was cold. We got there and the windshields estaban como frozen, like mine were, right?
Yeah.
So like when I turned on the truck, I was like, "Highway stuff frío," and then I put the heater on a full blast, like just to let some of the windshield stuff to melt a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I was so sleepy too that I ni comí, güey. I just fucking
I just went home too.
fucking just slept for dinner, and I didn't get an opportunity to get some grub on. So it was a little sad. Cosa
I went
sad.
yesterday. I got Whataburger yesterday.
What are we gonna get today?
Whataburger.
No, yeah, but this past weekend was it was a little weird, just doing the 4 hours and being so far, it was like a whole road trip to get over there. But well, I guess it depends how the rest of this January goes,
I got to see it through, bro.
Yeah, I got to see it through. So we hope that you guys have been gigging. I know, like I said, it's a little bit of a slow January, but I hope that you guys are getting gigs and are active. But today's topic deals with some pretty good stuff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to see.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to see what you guys thought about. So it pretty much contains things that happen at a gig, and it's called straight up disrespect. Disrespect is a term for things that happen that aren't respectable things. It's like the opposite of respect. It's like the nega respect. It's like the opposite. So
I think they got it.
Yeah, I think they got it. So the disrespect basically means like some people feel very entitled. Like at a gig, just because like they're paying for you to go out there. And I think it's like not right whenever like people think that just because they are paying you that they are now like your owner or your boss or something like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of just wanted to see what people's, most disrespectful thing that has happened to them at a gig. Because I mean, as mariachi musicians, not only are we going out of our way to try to entertain you at your party, we're trying to make sure that you have a great time. A lot falls on us, right? Because if we're trash, we're not gonna elevate the party. We're, if anything, gonna bring it down, and it's not gonna be what you paid for. So if we come out and venemos bien arreglados, and we put on a good show for you, then yes, you're paying us, but I mean it comes with a lot of pre-prepared kind of stuff that we put in the time to try to provide this service for you. However, some of these clients may feel entitled because that they are paying for you. It means that they're allowed to do anything. They're allowed to say anything. They're allowed to basically be your boss for that next hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it may be. And I feel like we've gone through a lot of experience where it's like, no mames, wey. Where you're just at the gig like, this isn't right. This is some heinous ass shit,
Are you like on your teacher voice right now?
No. I'm in my podcast
I
voice.
feel like you're like in your lecture. It is just like a lecture right now, like because I have no way to go get in here. I'm like,
So cuando quieras, güey.
No, ya no quiero. I'm just like,
No, but yeah, that's basically it. We just wanted to see. That was the topic of the day. What's the most disrespectful thing that has happened?
Bro, it's fucking lady at that gig. Where
did
we go?
Clarksville.
¿Por qué me gritas?
No pones atención.
I just don't know all my fucking towns down. I didn't know that was a town.
We went through all like we were talking about how like in Texas you can go through all of Europe.
Yeah. We have Rome, Italy. Is it Italy or Italia?
We have an Italia, I think, Texas. That sounds wrong.
we have any Tasca.
We have Rome. we have a Paris. Yeah. We have
Greece. We have a Greece, I think.
Athens. Yeah. So we have a lot of towns here in Texas where if you wanted to tell your girl that you'll take her to all these places, you could just finesse her and go to Paris,
and
Texas.
It's like the smallest town too. It's not even like a big city. Because we went through Paris, right? Paris, Texas.
It's like a 3-person town.
Yeah.
Los únicos que viven allí is like the butcher, el pastor, and like the 5 school children that make up the school body. So they're like little towns.
Yeah.
And every time we go through like little towns like that, that's when like it tells me like, well, damn, we really do live like in the city. Because living in the city, like here in Fort Worth, like it's a big city, so like Walmart is close. Si quieres ir al McDonald's, like CI or that, but you can also go to like a Chili's, like, and then you go to like these little towns or whatever, and like the fine dining places, like all
like
subs.
Dairy Queen.
Every small town has a Dairy Queen, and like that's like the finest dining you have.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you live there, it's like you want to drive around? It's like
it's like Main Street, just back and forth.
Yeah, you just go and then like all you're seeing is the DQ sign.
Yeah.
At that point, like, bro, let's just go get some food. Like, yeah. So these little towns, to get to Clarksville, we passed through a lot of them to get to the gig or whatever. Oh, but you were saying, so we went to Clarksville.
Right, and apparently we've gone with this family like 3 times now, I think.
Yeah, we've gone the last couple of
weeks. Because I have a memory of the first time we went. Or the first time that I remember. Yeah, because I had the bass that you have. I had that bass. We were playing.
Oh, you took that one?
Yeah. And then the second time, I just remember it because it looked more renovated. And then we showed up this time, just al 100. They put a whole bar in that room that was under construction.
Yeah, every time we've gone there, they've had some sort of addition to the house. So I'm like, no, estos vatos sí trabajan, güey. Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's them doing it, because you're
them.
When you're in the country, because
it's very slow.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, really, honestly.
Yeah.
Pero
I mean, they're doing a good job. I mean,
the house is getting big, because I put astralitas, around there, and then like they have like their house, so they're just like constantly expanding, And there's always fucking mud when we get there.
Yeah.
Siempre que salgo de allí, güey, parece que andaba un pinche brincacharcos or some shit. Like I come out all fucking muddy, like, and then aquí dejo nomás todo mis, like, I get here like at 4 a.m, and then like, I walk in and I'm like, I see my footsteps and I'm like,
yeah,
chingao.
Well, the next day when Sophie's like, not me. Yeah. But yeah, and we even took a break.
We did take it. It was a 4 hour.
Yeah, and they gave us like mole with rice and carne.
How do you feel about the sweet mole?
I like both. Like I like a sweet mole and I like the spicy mole.
My family was always brought up making like the spicy one. So like anytime I go to one that, how they say like the traditional mole has like the chocolate in it and shit and sweet.
You know the story behind mole?
I don't like that shit.
You don't know the story behind mole?
The story behind mole?
Yeah.
No.
Because it was back during like I think like the time of like the revolution.
Okay.
And like unas monjas en una iglesia like no tenían mucho para comer, so they put all this shit together. And one of them was like spices and chile and chocolate.
Throwing some fucking sweet shit in there.
Yeah, they put everything they had.
Let's throw them the fuck off.
Porque no había más.
Yeah.
And that's how they made mole. Because I think the first mole was sweet.
Yeah. It's not for me though, bro.
Yeah. No, I like both.
I want that spicy shit.
I like both. I mean, they had salsa. You not get salsa?
But the salsa with sweet, I put it on there, pero
entonces
no.
Well, no, I put it on the taco because you weren't sitting where I was sitting, but like they had like the carne, and then I was just making tacos and putting the salsa.
It was funny too because like we took a break after we played like 3 hours, no?
4.
No.
Oh,
before the break,
yeah, it was like 2.5.
2.5 hours maybe, yeah, and then. And Arturo was like, "I want to take a break." I'm like, "Nah, pues como quieras, güey." Like, a mí vale madre. All tough. I'm like, "But yes, I would like a break." But then he was like, "Okay." And we told like the guy that got like just fucking plastered. Like, andaba... the guy that kept dancing with everybody.
Like, yo? No.
No, y que se caían todos.
Yeah.
Like, he would pick up every girl, which I told you too, like, everybody was dancing with each other. And I was like, bro, I don't know who's related here, but like some of this is some sensual dancing. I don't know, like, I don't know who's
why
a prima.
Looking like?
I was like, you guys a little too close. Like, are y'all like kissing cousins or something? Like, I don't know. It just
they're husbands.
It just didn't like feel right, Like I don't know. But anyway, that guy was just like fucking andaba bien pedo, and he was dancing with this girl in Maso ya pinche, boom, and like
bro, her spine hit the stair.
You sound like a PT guy. Like they're like
her back like still no, because I saw her fall. Because I think she was drunk too, because she was stumbling too. Because I thought it was maybe like him, being too heavy for her, maybe falling her. But when she got up, she was just like, ooh.
I bet you she didn't feel that shit, but
yeah,
the next morning, she's like, que chingados pasó. And it's like,
well, that's how I woke up.
You got powerbombed through the ground, bro. That's why.
That's how I woke up after your wedding.
Todo puteado.
Yeah, because apparently, like, I guess me estaban levantando and shit.
You were
yeah, tenía como moretones en la espalda, güey.
Oh, yeah?
Like on my arm. De que me estaban agarrando, güey.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was like, who the fuck? Or like I'll be doing something, right? Like, me rasco and I'm like, ah!
Yeah. When you find them like that,
yeah.
You're like, it's like something happened when I was sleeping or something.
Yeah. Or you're bachelor too. Because bitches, le gusta putearnos, güey. So just like...
Yeah, you guys were wrestling at some point. Y'all love doing this shit. I think I would like to do it more, but like my hand, like with my nails, I don't want to break them. I know that sounds... Yeah.
You're like...
It sounds like that 70s show where like they start fighting. It's like, my eye. Kelso.
Hyde.
Yeah. Steven. My eye,
yeah, every time.
It's like my nails, stop. Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So yeah, we're getting we had a break and they fed us, and the lady that was feeding us, it was me and Arturo like sitting together.
Yeah.
And I guess she was like, I'm gonna get to know these guys, right?
It was la señora that was like, she was sweating, bro.
Well, she was drinking.
She was sweating.
Yeah, but I'm surprised she wasn't stumbling because
se le salió todo alcohol, güey. She was like just wiping that shit
she was,
off, bro.
Oh, I don't know, because I mean I was kind of up there too, but I don't know if she was. She looked okay. If you looked at her.
She looked...
Para tomar todo eso, like, she looked like...
Yeah, because she was going around and just, like, handing out shots like it was
and then she was just like, my turn, And she was chugging it, so... I imagine her kind of like something like that guy. But I never saw the guy drink, and he was stumbling,
I was about to say, like, everybody was drinking there, bro. Like, there was a fucking little kid.
Oh, yeah, you gave me a shot?
Were they yours?
Yeah, well, he put it on my chair.
Yeah, el vato lo puso. Well, there's some chairs behind us, and I remember you put yours right there.
I just saw him go to the bar, and then he came back, and like nobody saw him now. I just saw him because I was looking at him, and I saw the little cup with the shot, and he put it on my chair. And I was like,
chair, yeah.
what the fuck?
You're like, thanks.
What are you doing handling alcohol? Fucking kid. You see him on the way, he's like,
yeah. Bien chiquillo, y se un trago, and then he just fucking took off running like. Ese güey se hizo a dormir, güey. He's gonna be on the ride home. He's just be like,
so this lady was talking to me, Arturo, and she was asking all of us like, where are you from? And Arturo's like, yo soy del whatever he's from, fucking
Arturo?
Oaxaca. No,
I know it by his complexion. You would think, but no, he always says
crickets.
He always says like, soy del estado de Mexico, like
del Nesa.
Yeah.
And
yo soy chilango. That's what he says. That's what Arturo says.
Yeah. Well, that's what he is.
Yeah.
And you're right. And then she asked me like, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, soy Durango. She's like, no te pareces. I'm like, me vale verga, And I was like, no, soy Durango. La capital. Like, no, tú te ves como de Guanajuato. I'm like, no, soy Durango.
Yeah.
And then they kept asking.
Like everybody.
Yeah. And then she kept going back to me and she's like, tú no eres de Durango. I'm like, oh, que sí, like, after a while, I was just like, oh, que sí, like, why would I be lying?
I almost pulled out my birth certificate, bro.
Oh, who did that too? Because remember when we walked in to the party, there was like a guy behind us. He was kind of drunk. I told you que me recordó tu papá.
Yeah, you were like, your dad? I was like, no mames.
No, it's because
No,
it's because he was being like very chill, but he was being very cool,
My dad does do that. Like when you can tell my dad's like a low throat when he's got a beer. And he's just sitting processing.
Yeah.
He's like sitting there. He's just like vibing out.
That's what that guy was doing.
You don't say anything. You just be like chilling. And that's what that guy was doing. Yeah, he was just kind of vibing out.
Yeah, well, he asked me too. He was like, ¿tú dónde eres? No, Durango. It's like, su puta madre. Like, really? I don't know what that meant. But
he's like, yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. No, yeah, he said something because he asked Arturo, and then he's like, Arturo's like, soy de Guatemala. I don't know.
Just keep changing it up.
Yeah, just keep getting more south.
Yeah.
More dark. And
South Africa.
And yeah, because Arturo was like, soy de...
DF, or like del Estado de Mexico.
And he's like, oh, chingón. And he dapped him up.
Yeah.
He was a chingón. And he's like, and he looked at me, he's like, ¿tú de dónde eres? I'm like, oh, Durango. He's like, su puta. He was just like, no, con esos no me meto. I'm like,
oh shit.
¿Yo qué te hice?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but
you
yeah.
Rep.
Huh?
Like just from walking in, you gotta fucking rep. Like,
yeah, apparently.
reputation. Damn way.
But yeah, going back to this lady, she kept insisting. I'm like, que soy de somewhere. I forgot what she said.
She was talking about like fucking mountains or something.
Yeah.
She said, no,
the only one that got her was Don Mike. I'm like, that's what I told her because she kept telling us, no, you said de Ensenada or whatever city in Guanajuato. And me Arturo was like, yo no Arturo was like, yo no conozco del 30, güey, que lleva.
Yeah, bro. You know what, like Mexicans too, like when they're in close vicinities, like they be saying shit like, no, pues yo soy de la carretera que sale de allí, and they know what they're talking about. And I'm like, damn, bro, like you can't do that shit here. Like I live off of like fucking Main Street and fucking.
Well, is that that's the same talk? Just
but it's like Mexico's such a big ass fucking país, so it's like. When they could just be like, yeah, I'm by that rock path by the fountain, and they know where they're at, and they're like completely different states. I'm like, how fucking small is this world, bro? Like, I don't know. It just trips me the fuck out.
Yeah, but this lady kept saying that, and Arturo's like, que bueno, you know?
Yeah.
Happy for you. And then and then I told her like, pues, you might want to ask that guy. And I pointed to Don Mike. And Don Mike en chingo se para, is like, no, sí, que el río de acá, el cerro de allá, y they were talking like in their own little language, you know?
Yeah.
And she was, sí, que está el letrero que bienvenidos a Guanajuato. I don't know.
I know, bro. They be saying like some big ass terms. I'm like, oh no, de la pata rosada.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
And so like they were getting along, right? Yeah. And then we go back to the main room party.
Yeah, where we play the rest of the gig. Yeah.
And this same lady comes out because, like you said, she was pouring out like shots for everybody.
Yeah, she
went to waterfall to waterfall.
Yeah, she was like the Snooki of the party from Jersey Shore. She was just going around like shot, fucking, y te la chava toda. La tequila.
Yeah. sí. But yeah, she kept like pouring out, and she asked Arturo. She kind of like pinpointed like the drunks of the group after a while because it was just me and Arturo that drink. And she looked at me and she's like, fresa, ¿no quieres tomar? I'm like, and I was already getting my little cup, and I was like, ¿sí? ¿Qué? I was like, what? Like, yo, fresa? And she's like, sí, tú, ¿quieres tomar? And I was like, well, I'm not going to offend her now that I'm getting, because I told her, nomás porque es gratis, güey, si no.
Yeah, si no, parto la madre.
I was like, but she was disrespectful as fuck, bro, because she didn't even like, even heading out.
Yeah.
Because she asked Silvia, ¿cómo se llama?
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, Silvia.
Yeah.
And then she looked at me and she's like, adios, fresa. And I'm like,
you're like Daryl from The Office, like, what'd you say, bitch?
Yeah, bro. Because I'm all drunk.
You're all drunk. Like, you're like, you know what? I'm a fresa. Yeah, no, it's because the reason it's like disrespectful because it's like you don't know me, Oh
no, it's fine, like, but
no. I'm saying like in general, like she doesn't know like you, and like imagine if you were like the kind of person that would like get really offended with that. Because I mean, I think a lot of the times too, the clients, most of the time, they know that they can mess around with certain people. Like I know for sure, like Arturo's so good at this, bro. That's why he's such a good like person to be there, like. As the boss, because like, some people will come up and say some stuff that like, you could tell someone like se ofendería, they'd be like someone could take it the wrong way and like, just like completely, it could go like sideways, where like, let's say like someone called you that and like you were like, for some reason, like really offended by that. Like you'd just be like, what'd you say, bitch? And they just fucking, next thing you know, we're fighting. It's like, ¿cuántos somos?
We're doing los chivos where they're just like, because Mexicans do that, bro.
Just like, I know what you mean. Like the Rams that are just like this.
Yeah, like Mexicans do that too. Like if you watch Mexican soccer, bro, cuando se pelean, they're like, they start like pushing each other back.
Which is funny because like that's how you know that like I'm such a germaphobe, bro. Because like when you said that and you said soccer, I know they're all wet from sweating.
Yeah.
So like the first thing I'm thinking, like, if I get in a fight and he starts doing that shit to me, I'm like, wait, fucking wipe your fucking forehead first. Like,
no, man. You're the fresa, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm like,
you're putting like a napkin, like,
yeah, like, quítate esa madre, way. Like, you're all sticky, bro.
Yeah.
And then let's fight, you know? Like, you know, that's how.
Pero espérate mis uñas, güey.
Yeah, espérame.
You already put them in the what is it? Acidic acid?
No, you have to put them in acetone.
Acetone,
and
yeah,
it like
yeah,
dissolves them or whatever.
Yeah. You go, espérate, güey. Ahorita te tu madre. Like,
wait 5 to 15 minutes. But that's so funny, bro. Because like, yeah, like I said, like you could get you. It depends, like who the person is, right? Like,
well, my guess is that she measured us whenever we were like eating.
Oh yeah, like
because I mean I was being like playful too. I was like, I was like, no, you know, so Durango.
Yeah,
and she was like, nah.
So she kept pushing it. Yeah, because she's like, no, nah.
Yeah, so I guess she was like, no, it's cool, you know.
Yeah, and I think we've never been in that situation too, because like I said, like some people have even said stuff to Arturo, and I feel like he's like, no, camarada, no.
Yeah,
and he knows very well how to like de-escalate situations and be like, that's what happened in the fight, you know. Like he was like, all right, whatever, like don't pay us, whatever, I don't care. Like he would rather not let it get to that point, like, and that's just like for the safety of everybody. Because I mean, imagine like if you get into it with like a client or like, you know, people in general as a whole, like. It's fucking 7 of us against like, you know, 14 of your tios. Like, there's no way this is gonna go well. And for me, I'm thinking like, wait, but mi abuela's Morales, way. Like, espérame. Let me go to the van, we put it up, and then
te quitas el moño, güey, la chamarra. Pero así que, güey, Arturo todo.
Yeah,
ya pa' qué, güey.
He's like, ya pa' qué, güey. Yeah, muy. No, but yeah, so like the topic today is like, yeah, it's just like things that people say out of pocket, the disrespecting you that some people can get at gigs, you know. So you guys had a lot to say, so we're just gonna read off some of these and kind of give out our opinions and whatever. So this first one goes: a guy was singing El Rey, and a lady stopped him saying que cantas bien feo. I think here's the thing. In my opinion, if it's your party, I guess like if you want to sing, like that's cool. Like it's your party, like, you know. Si quieres cantar, you know, like, con mucho gusto, we'll play your song, you can sing. Now, we're well within our rights as mariachi musicians to be like, fuck, bro, like, I'm not going to tell you, pero cantas bien feo, güey. Like, you know, if you fuck that shit up, or like, ya ves que mucha gente quiere cantar, but they don't know how to give las entradas and shit like that. So, like, nos batallamos nosotros, you know, like, to make sure that this performance doesn't go even worse. Like, we have to work lo doble to, like, make sure, you know, it's still, like, intact, you know? But that must be some shit. Like, you're at your party, like, you're like, voy a cantar El Rey, and then, you know, I'm singing it. And then someone at your own party is like, nah, wait, cantas bien feo. Like, that's where it's like,
see,
what'd you say, bitch?
Fuck. Especially if you're, like, first starting, like, trying to sing. You know, you're trying your best. It's like the first thing, la primera canción que te dan, you know, like, if it's like, pues, cálale esta en El Rey, it's not too hard, you know? And then the first time you try is like, hey, take a seat. Like, no,
like that's what I imagine. I imagine it being like, if it's my first song, I'm like, hey, wait, cántate El Rey. No, pues está bien, pues ahí voy. And it's my first time going.
Yeah.
I feel like in my head, I make a lot of situations up, you know, like, so I feel like I'll go up there and sing El Rey, and then like, what is that? On tengo talento, mucho talento. It's like fuera.
Oh,
like that's playing in my head.
Yeah,
you know, like where it's like I'm gonna go out there and it's like fuera.
It's like
fuera.
El Chacal.
Yeah, that was the original. Yeah, dun, 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 dun. You know, I remember like hearing that and being like, damn, bro, like I feel like that would be playing in my head. Like even if I'm doing like a swell job, like I feel like it would just be like, nah, bro.
Yeah. Well, it all depends how fucked up they were singing, you know. Because I understand as a client, like, you know, like,
you want to, I know
you hear someone, she's like not even singing, she's kind of like yelling. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Acaba de empezar la canción, you know, like you have to endure like whatever 2 minutes of this guy just tearing it up. Yeah, so it's like, I get it from both sides. Ah, chinga madre. Me van a marrear. Me van a alburear, güey.
Yeah, bro.
It's like the Twitch streamers.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen some of those?
What do you mean?
Where they say some shit and they're like, fuck, me van a clipear, güey. That's what they call it.
clipear. Oh, like where it's
like they're screen recording like your live.
Yeah,
so when you
yeah.
say some stupid shit, they just go on TikTok or somewhere.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Or like get something out of context and they're like
yeah, you gotta be careful because I could just you could clip anything now. So like you could say cualquier cosilla and it's like people use that shit out of context.
Yeah. So like that's how I felt right now because. You're like, I get it from both sides.
Yeah,
some guys like got him,
like we got this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's whatever. Like if it's their party, it's like you get it what you see. Like if they tell me, okay, well, está bien, But it's more like I guess the way they say it, like not everybody's gonna like your voice or whatever. Or so it's like whatever. But I would feel some type of way though, like after like in the van, like I just close.
You're like looking outside the window, just like
no, I meant like you close the van, you just sit there like I could just imagine like nine outlet like, and then you just put on like some Eminem and it's like,
yeah, James Vicente, güey, que like ni le puedo cantar bien, güey. Like,
sí, güey. I just start thinking about cleaning out my closet. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. This person says that one time a client asked for like 10 to 15 songs at El Pulpo and then didn't pay a shit.
That's happened to me once.
Well, I think that's what sucks. Like, if they're drunk, if they're like completely, like if someone is drunk and they're asking for songs and at the end they're like, oh, I don't have money. I feel like it's also on the group. Like, you got to tell them like, hey, like, this is how much, we're charging per song or whatever. Like, if you're not going to pay us, like, no te vamos a tocar, Like, I feel like you have to check in, too, with them. Pero, if, like, at the very end, they're like, no, I'm just not going to pay, like, that's fucked up. Like, because, I mean, 10 to 15 songs is, like, a considerable amount of time. So, like, it's not even, like, redeemable at that point. Like we literally wasted our time, So for us to like go down and play that long and not get anything, like it fucking sucks, I mean, what would you do? I mean, I can't do anything in that situation.
Well, I've also asked Arturo like what happens like when they do that.
Yeah.
Because you can essentially like call the cops.
But that's the thing, like it's not written down on a contract.
That's
or anything,
what I said, but at the same time, there's witnesses too,
I mean,
because we do say like, okay, the amount of time that the restaurant paid for is done. So now it's up to you guys. You want songs?
Yeah.
Cuesta tanto, and los que quieran, right? So I feel like you could ask people around to like kind of like, apoyarte, like support you, like like they charge this much. I'm pretty sure the restaurant has cameras, right? So you could even say like, we played from this time to this time, and he didn't pay up. But I feel like it would be like, I think the way Arturo would handle it would be like, okay, but we're not gonna play for you like ever again,
and that's what he's done before. Where he's like, if you were to ever come back here, like we're not playing.
Well, that's for different reasons. Because I don't think we haven't experienced anything where like someone just didn't want to pay, except for the time with Saul. Even though he ended up paying.
Yeah, but only because like todo le estaba reclamando. Like even on his side, like his people at the table were
they
like,
had to leave after.
Yeah, they ended up leaving. They're like, them in their way to make it right. They're like, okay, well we'll pay for him. But it's Arturo was, I mean, he was on his like villain shit. He's like, nah, fuck that. Like, don't let him pay. Like, que no pague. I don't need his money. And it's like,
I'm like, I do.
I was like, I mean, I'll take the tip.
But whatever. I feel like there's a lot of ways to deal with it. But it's how much time you have too, because it would be not a waste of time, but it would take up a lot of time. If you call the cops, que lleguen, and then you have to explain the whole situation. We charge this
by
much.
then I would have already fucking taken off running.
Yeah,
like. I was like, cash me if you can, motherfucker.
Or you throw hands, or lo quemas, It's just like, okay, well, we're not playing any more songs for you. Which, I mean...
just cyberbully him. Yeah. Just like, what they do, like, they're like, oh, you're not going to pay? Oh, are you one of those? Just put him up. Just be a full Karen, like, oh, okay. Get ready to get on Facebook, motherfucker. Like, oh, what's your name? Oh, okay. Like, you just, like, full Karen them, and just complain about them. Next thing you know, they're like viral on a fucking TikTok, like and then ends up on what's our local news channel? Canal 23?
Is it Univision?
Univision? Is it?
I think so.
I don't know. I just want to see my video of me like in the background, like, oh yeah, you gotta like put your voice in a different register, like to talk like that, like, oh yeah, so you're not gonna pay, you broke bitch, you know. Like, stay away. Like local mariachi group is in up in flames right now.
But yeah,
I like how they talk. This next person says, drunk client started talking trash about group and individual members and individual members kept regañando boss.
Yelling at the boss, I'm guessing is what he meant.
I guess.
Yeah, like talking trash about the group and individual members and kept yelling at the boss.
Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing he said.
I don't know. I can't read. Well, that's the thing. Like, we haven't experienced too much of that because, I mean, for the most part, most clients are pretty respectful as far as like what's been going on, or like a lot of our clients are like returning clients too. You know? Like we've had them for a long time, or they're people that have had them. We've played at places where they're like, oh, you played at my wedding, and now we're playing at their divorce, which you know, they're like, oh, sí, cuando me casé, you know,
good times.
Yeah, and
well, we only had that one guy that's like el hermano del venado.
Oh, right. That was more. That situation happened.
But so he was yelling at us like in front of like the audience.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
It's kind of like
what happened there was, I mean, one of the clients decided to like air out grievances like in the middle of the gig, and like the reason that we got, or not us only, but our boss was like, well, we're never gonna play for this guy again, was because like, I mean, he's essentially making it seem like we're tricking him.
Or remember about that is that he kept telling him like the guy like, okay, well, so this time we tried to explain the situation. The guy kept being like, no, like you guys are fucking like stealing.
Yeah.
And then Arturo was kind of okay. Well, what time do you say we're supposed to be done? And he's like, les faltan 20 minutos.
Yeah, well, it was like a 20-minute difference.
And then Arturo was like, bet, okay, se los tocamos, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end, he was like, no, pues, you know, have a good time, que sabe qué. And then and we cut in the van. Like as soon as he closed the door, he's like, fuck those motherfuckers. Like we're never playing for them ever again. Like fuck them. I was like, yeah.
So let's go, boss.
Yeah.
And it's because I mean, like. At the very least, like we'll explain our situation. Like we'll be like, look, like this is what happened, and this is why we're cutting it at this time. You know, I don't expect every single client to like 100% agree, like, especially because I mean the guy was a little like tomado, you know, and like whatever he said, like, yeah, whatever you say when you're drunk is like another thing, right? But like if we say that we're done at this time, it's because like we have a valid reason. Like I mean, I don't know if they have experiences with other groups where. I mean, I've seen other groups too. Like it'll be a 1 hour gig. They take a break and then it's like they'll cut it 10 minutes early. It's like, oh, no mama's way, you know. Yeah. But it's like it's that it wasn't the situation. Like if we had been playing, you know, I think it was a 3 hour gig or 2 hour gig that we played. We always play a long time there, you know. Used to, yeah. Term used to, you know. And every time we played too, like. And that was the other thing that the Mike always says. It's like very true. Like when we go to a place, like a lot of clients, their tendencies are to be like, you know, let's say it's a 2 hour gig. We play the 2 hours full, you know, and El Pilon has been detrimental to society since it came out, bro. Like, because El Pilon is just saying like, okay, play us a song for free, you know, play over your time, your contracted time to satisfy our longing for one more song, you know, and then we play that last song, and it's like, no, pero no me echaron la de Tristes Recuerdos or whatever, and then all of that adds up to more time. So like that's the other thing that like we'll play for a gig, and then like these clients before, like they've asked for pilones all the time. So like now you're saying that because you think we're playing 20 minutes under or whatever. Like, what about all the times that we played like 30 more minutes for y'all just because y'all kept asking for shit?
Yeah.
And Arturo's the type of boss where like, él quiere quedar bien con toda la gente, you know? So like, how many times have we gone to a gig where like we've, it happened this Saturday. We went to the gig, we played the 4 hours, and we were done. Ya acabamos, todo ya se acabó. We all went back to the van, except for Arturo because he sticks around like to get paid and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. We're all in the van. Ya ves que yo me encuero, güey. I take off mi saco.
Butt naked, bro.
Yeah. No, wait, no. I just take off. I take off my jacket. Like I loosen up my vest. You know, like I take off. You know, and then like other people will put on their jacket. You know, está frío, way. You know, and then Arturo calls us like, "Hey, wait, quiero una foto." This is like 15 minutes after the fact,
Yeah.
and he's like, "No mames, way." Like, ya sabes cómo me encuentro. And he's like, and then it's funny because on the call, he's like, "Sí, way." Vente, güey. I'm like, y andaba medio, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, ya, vente, güey, quieren una foto. And then in the background, you can hear someone. And like, I think it was Boy that pointed out. He's like, you can hear someone playing his trumpet in the background. It's like, and like Arturo's talking. That means at some point, someone's like, let me borrow that shit. You know? And it's like, it's so funny because like we're already like those chilling in the van. He's like, hey, wait, vente, wait, quieren una foto. And then we walked in there and Arturo wasn't there.
We're like, what the fuck?
We're like, where's this motherfucker at?
See,
we're like, well, so let's go take a picture.
We're about to take it without him.
Yeah, and then he walks in and he's like, oh, foto. You know, he walks in and he gets in the picture or whatever. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, él quiere quedar bien with everybody. So like, we've gone to gigs before where like they're like pilon, and we're like we're already like 10 minutes over, you know. And like I had someone who's like, toquen una más, and we'll play it just because Arturo's like, you know what, like let's just play for them, like get una más, way. It's yeah. Mole at least, you know, like we'll even cut it short, but like just to satisfy their freaking want to play that song.
Yeah, it'd be like that, bro.
No, but he's a good boss because of that reason, you know, like where he's saying here, where like, you know, people que le están reclamando at people and stuff like that and getting mad, but it's like sometimes we go through a lot just because we want to try to make sure that the client is happy. And at 100% of the time, that doesn't work, you know? I like it. Gotcha. A lot of the times, like, sometimes they don't see that. Like, they're always going to have, like, the notion of, like, no, me están haciendo tranza and this and that. But a lot of the times, we're just trying to make you happy, bro. Like, yeah. Even though they may not see that, like, aquí estamos tocando 12... Ya ves, oh, I didn't even finish my thought. That Don Mike is the one that always tells me, he's like, no, wait, hey, si no nos salemos, no, hombre, aquí nos morimos de puro pilón. And I was like, yeah, pues you're right, you know, like, they'll say one more de pilón, but that leads to another one, And he's like, no, hombre, no, otra media hora de puras canciones de, no, hombre, vámonos. He always wants to fucking run out of there, bro. And I'm like, I'm with you. You know?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, like I see.
This person says, got called pork mariachis.
What's that?
So this is actually something that happened to us, bro. I remember I told you. There was a situation where somebody, I'm not going to say who because it's not really worth it. But
was I there for it?
No.
Oh.
No, it's more like they were making fun of, I guess, of our appearance. And I didn't, it was dumb because like, I don't like when people like I think making fun of a person's appearance, especially like weight, like if they're calling you puerquito, what does that mean? Calling you fat.
Okay.
Which I thought making fun of fat people like ended a long time ago because at this point like you're gonna get canceled. You know, like you can't do that anymore. It's like you can't make fun of certain things anymore. Okay. But like that was directed towards a group that was in, and it was dumb. I laughed about it because I was like, usually people that do that is because, I mean, I feel like they're insecure with something that they may have. And, like, for me, like, I would never do that to somebody because, again, like, I feel like, are there things that you're insecure about? Yeah. Yeah, and same thing with me. Like, look what I'm working with, bro. Yeah, bro. And same thing with me. Like, I'm insecure. Like, I think I've always been insecure with my weight since I was, like, since I was a kid, bro. Like, I've always been heavy, like, since I was a kid. Like, I was lighter, but I was never, like, skinny, you know? So, like, looking around when I would always see, like, other kids, I remember to this day, like, actually, this is a good way to think about it. Like, when I was, like, in elementary school, like, at San Rosa Elementary, there was one time where, like, it's because everybody around me was always skinny. So, like, I was always, like, not fat, but, well, I was probably fat. But, like, the little kid, I remember he came up to me, and it's like, you know how, like, shirts that are loose-fitting? You know, they got a little bit of space, right? Okay. So I remember this motherfucker just came up to me with no other like context. He just comes up to me and he grabs my shirt and he like pulls it back so you can see like my lonjas. And I was like, he was like, eat that, bro? Or like, look, bro. Like, I was just like, in my head, I was like, You know, like, because you just like exposed me like that. But like, that's the thing. Like,
I feel like just people like that try to like make themselves feel better. Like,
exactly.
Like, look, you're doing worse than me, or something.
Yeah, and again, like, I think, like I said, if I've always been insecure about it because it's like it's something that like I've grown up with my whole life. Like, it's not like this is the first time this has been told to me or whatever. But again, like, I always look at it like, que te valga madre, you know, because I mean, like, you don't know me, you don't know my life, you don't know what we fucking go through. So it's like, if that's what your best way to insult someone is, you got to take a good hard look at yourself. And like, again, I feel like a lot of the times when people say shit like that, it's because, again, they're insecure about something. So like, I'm not gonna point something out because I feel like someone else could probably tear you down, and I'll probably let them do it.
Probably me.
Like, someone else can like deal with that because it's not my problem. Like, I've told this to so many people, bro. Where like, I'm like, I don't worry about things that I have no control over anymore. Because it's such a fucking burden, bro. Like, if it's not my problem, it's not something that I can directly fix or anything. Like, why am I gonna like fucking worry about it? Because me va a dar más estrés, güey. Ya tengo tanta cosa that I have to fucking think about. So like, at this point, like, someone calling me names or calling a group of people that I know, they're good people, you know, and they're just insulting them for no reason. It's like, it doesn't bother me anymore. Okay. Like, you can say it, bro, but it's like, that's your fucking opinion, which I feel like you have things that you need to work on yourself. And eso es tu pedo.
I don't think I've had many occurrences like that anymore.
That's good, bro.
Just because maybe I heard people tell me I have like a RBF face. So
resting bitch face?
Yeah. Which that one kind of
I can see it.
Which that one kind of makes me feel like, oh, I thought I looked like friendly and like, you know.
I think in general, a lot of us have that face because it's like, I'm very untrusting too. Like, you know, I don't trust a lot of fucking people, you know? So I mean,
that's I feel like that should be normal, you know?
Yeah.
But I do have one like you where it's like, it's something from like your childhood, you know? Because I remember, you know, in the cafeteria, they sell the ice cream cones.
What do you mean? Like a cone?
That you could buy like ice cream.
With the nuts? You know when they have the chocolate and the nuts and it's all frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cone. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember I bought one because my mom finally like gave me money. So I was like, see you as a pinche rico.
Qué putos.
Yeah, and I bought one because I've always wanted one.
Yeah.
And bro, I was like tearing this shit up, bro. Like
comiendo a gusto. That's usually when it happens, bro.
Yeah. Te go todo el chocolate, güey. Well, I'm guessing I was messing up my face, and I remember like this kid was just like, "Comes como puerco, Victor," and I'm like, "Y ni quiero comer, güey." It's like, no, está bien, güey, cámara, you know.
It's always some fucking jealous ass bitch, bro.
Yeah, probably.
That's gotta ruin your fucking day, bro. Like,
yo acá en mi mundo, güey, like, no molesto a nadie, güey. And some kid just like, look at him having a good ass time, motherfucker, you know, like.
That's what I mean, bro. Like, so like when I heard this comment from this person, I was like, fuck, like we're just over here living our life, and someone's gotta like comment on some fucking shit we're doing. And it's like, dude, like, if anything, they were jealous because they didn't have an ice cream. And it's like, you know why I'm eating like a fucking puerco? Because like, this shit's fucking good. You know, like you fucking wish you had it. You know, and that's how I feel. It's all like, tú no puedes decir nada, güey, si tú no tienes una pinche ice cream. You know, so like, you know, it's.
That's how you're probably like, oh, I was probably going home like, fuck, I should have said that. You know, but instead like,
well, you're going through these situations in your head. You're like, no. You're like fucking shadow boxing. You're like, you know, you're just like thinking about it. Like this is what I would have said. You know.
Yeah, because for a while now I was self-conscious while eating. I was like, God, you gotta be aborazado too. I always ate fast. Mm-hmm. And like either you eat or you don't. You know?
Yeah. My mom always used to say that because I would eat my food fast. Yeah. You know, she'd be like, es que dicen que los que comen así rápido, like son bien trabajadores. Like they're hard workers. Like, Mom, I'm just hungry. Like, because
I've been eating 5 hours.
Like back then, and I was in the cafeteria, bro. Like in elementary school, yo comía rápido, way. And I was that kid that was like Like you know the little skinny girl that que no come en la escuela. And back then we had this is pre Obama, bro. Like back then, like the nachos, burgers, you know, like you know they gave you like some variety, you know, like so like back then, like the way I looked at it was like that little skinny girl that doesn't eat at school. Like you gonna throw away your whole pizza, bro? I'm like,
I would like too.
Are you gonna eat your pizza?
Yeah,
you know, so like me comía su pizza, like, you know, like it's expected. It's expected, you know, from like you know the fat kid. So I'm like. You know, like, let me eat it. Let me eat it. Too. Know? So it's like that. This is mi pedo. I want to eat it. You know, like, you know? It's like, como dice Jack Black in School of Rock. He's like, where the girl's like, I'm fat. He's like, eso no importa. You know, like, it doesn't matter. He's all like, what? He's all like, is it a crime to eat? I like to eat. You know, that's how I'm saying. Let's go to the next one. What did it say? Oh, you can read the next one. You're good.
Fuck. Bridesmaid puke mid fucking shit. Bridesmaid puke mid wedding misa stunk up the whole church. Oof. That's been happening a lot, bro.
Huh?
No. Like when I'm talking, se me sale como este acento, como si fuera de. Bueno, soy de México, but like
wait, pues
it's hard to fucking sometimes. I don't know. I guess I've been talking too much Spanish. Y luego después se te queda, you know. And I'm like,
no, I feel the same.
I'm like mid. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it on command. But I'll be talking. But I'll be talking and I'll be like, I'll be sounding like I just got here. Mm-hmm. But anyways, have we seen someone throw up during the gig yet?
I mean, usually we've seen like that one client from Fort Worth, del que siempre nos contata. He threw up, which was funny because
he always blacks out.
Every time I see that guy, I'm like, bro, you're supposed to pay us. Like, hold it together.
I think he paid us. Huh?
Yeah, he always pays us.
Yeah, but that guy always blacks out. He's always like.
I like that he has such a good time at his own party that he just fucking blacks out like, every time. Like, we're like, where you good? He's like,
it's like 1 a.m. You're like, where you go? And it's like, hasta allá, just fucking like hurling.
It's so funny. It's like that meme too that it's like, you know, me coming back to the party after I throw up. And he's like, it's just so funny, bro.
Like, ¿qué huele? ¿Qué?
But like, no, we haven't been. I mean, this is crazy because I just got married, so I didn't have any bridesmaids or like groomsmen, you know. But like,
estaba listo, güey. No te
well, that's the thing. That's what makes it hard about a wedding. Like, we have so much to worry about, right? That like in my head, I didn't want to have to like tell like, hey, wait, make sure you get these pants, make sure you get this shirt, and like do that times 7. You know, with 7 motherfuckers like to all get the same shit. Like, I didn't want to deal with it, you know, and I wanted everybody to just have a good time, you know.
Okay.
That was one of the big reasons. But point is,
did anybody throw up at your wedding?
¿Mande?
Did anybody throw up at your wedding?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Because I figured someone would have been throwing up.
I wanted to throw up. Like I wanted. Huh? I told my wife, I was like, I'm trying to get plastered that night. You know, like it's a celebration. You know, but
should try harder, bro.
I had so much to fucking do. Like I forgot to get drunk. No mames.
Chivato.
What a wasted night. Not saying like, other than the wedding. That was beautiful.
Sarah's like, what?
Yeah. I was like, no, that part was beautiful. Most magical night of my life. No, but no, como te decía. I can imagine like I'd be embarrassed, bro. Like imagine like you're playing at the gig, bro, and like like a bridesman's just like fucking hoop, like
for real, at the misa too.
Yeah, bro. Like you could.
How hard do you pregame?
They're gonna think que tienes un pinche demonio adentro, güey. You know, like it's like, but they're gonna be like, todas las tías are gonna be like, ¿Sabes por qué se vomitó? Like the lady that's like, no, es porque, what would be a good reason for her? Tú te vomitaste porque, como dicen, es que tiene el demonio adentro. No, es que no. Las niñas
es que se le metió Satanás.
Sí, yeah,
like what?
Yeah. They'll find a reason, bro.
Sí, señora loca, güey. No.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like when you're sitting there, you're like, sheesh, bro. I'd be like, especially if I had to, like, that's the thing about puke, bro. Like if I smell it,
everybody pukes. It's like that scene from The Office.
I don't know if I can say it, but like I've smelled it before, so like that's what gets me.
I'm like,
let's just say I've been around it. So like when I smelt it, like that's what got me.
Yeah,
like I could watch it and be like, then I'm smelling it, I'm like, like I want to do it too. Like that's what gets me. It's the smell, especially because you get. I mean, I don't know how much this person at the wedding threw up or whatever, right? But if they threw up and I can see like what you ate for breakfast, like that's what gets me, bro. I'm just like, I can. What'd you have? Looks delicious.
Elote.
Comiste huevo, ¿verdad? Revoltillo, ¿verdad?
Che, eso la salchicha, güey. Ni la masticaste, cabrón.
I was like, bro, it's all yours. Why didn't you fucking chew it first?
Like, qué desperdicio.
This one's still whole, bro. What the fuck?
You know what? Next time, bro, just fucking sacas de tortilla, güey. Like,
no. Nah, bro, that was heinous, bro.
It's
so
like,
bad.
I think I saw like a TikTok of someone that like throw up in their house, right? And they went to get like a mop and the cleaning supplies. Y regresó, ya no había nada. No se ve el perro, it's like...
The dogs don't give a fuck, bro. Dude, my dog will eat shit. That's why I fucking hate this shit.
So you got any more of that?
Yeah, like dogs are like if you let your fucking intrusive thoughts win. Like they see throw up.
What? Hold up.
No. Not that I want to. I meant like their thoughts, you know? Because they have brains, you know, so they have it. Like for them, they see throw up, they see opportunity. You know?
They see a win, you know?
Yeah. Like where we see like, oh, disgusting. They're like,
you're down, I'm up. Like
we winning today, you know? Fuck W's all day, bro. Like, that's how they see it, you know?
Yeah.
That's so bad, you know? So dogs would just be like, five stars, bro. Like,
and then cats are like, you fucking loser. Like,
I fucking love the cats that like do the throw up sound. Yeah. Because it's so intense, you know?
My cat's always scared to show to me because sometimes they eat very fast. Like, I don't feed them like you do.
My cat too.
I just put the little like cat feeder.
Oh, their feeder, right.
Y ellos comen cuando ellas quieren, right?
Yeah.
Pero cuando comen se atragantan sometimes. So like they'll eat and they're like, I'm gonna go lay down with Victor. So they go to my bed. They're like, "How you do it?" And I'm like, "Whoa!" Like, I'm like, no.
Fuck, bro, that's so bad. Anyway, no more throw up truck. This person says someone told us to stop playing in the middle of the gig very rudely. That's another one where it's like, you know, some people.
Yeah, gotta be more specific because what if it was like, yeah, el compañero, you know, like.
For real, you're like, I'm gonna write this shit down for whenever CharroBeans asks.
You're on my list, bro.
Yeah, they're for real, like freaking Ryan Howard on The Office. Just like,
yeah.
Or like right now, apparently, what a lot of people say is like that's my 13th reason.
What does that mean?
It's because I gotta explain the lore to you. So I think it's because of that show.
What show?
13. What show? 13 Reasons Why.
That's a show?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, I don't have Netflix.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not your fault.
So what is it, like suicide?
I think it's a.
For real?
She unalived herself. Yeah, and that was her 13 Reasons Why.
People are joking about that?
Yeah, bro. Right? So shit. Like, I saw some shit right now, like on TikTok, where there was like a teacher.
Yeah.
Like, dude, kids. It's like what we talked about last week. Like, they don't. This generation is cooked, bro. Like, like, and she was like just giving reasons or things that happened this week with her students, and one of them was like, one of my students today used his father's suicide as a punchline that he hanged himself. Like,
damn.
And he just used it as a punchline.
Joke,
yeah, it's just like, well, my dad died and he hung himself. I don't know what the joke was, right? But that's like,
that sounds like Phoebe from Friends.
Yeah, like they just use it as like all nonchalant, you know. And another one was the teacher walked in because she got bangs over the weekend. Like she had bangs. And a girl came up to her and looked at her and she was like, "This is my 13th reason."
Damn.
That's some fucked up shit, bro. Like, no mames, dude. Like, imagine you just get a haircut and now someone's like, "I want to kill myself." that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, essentially.
Yeah, that's essentially what they're saying. Damn. Like, this generation, like, no chill. Just fucking... Vibes. It's not even there, bro. Just vibes. No chill, just vibes, bro. Fuck. That's... This time, this person says, every time a client whistles at us to request a song, como si tuviéramos...
Oh, I do hate that.
Perros. Yeah.
That does get me. I always ignore him.
Yeah, fucking...
There's that guy from Seafood. He hasn't shown up. I'm telling you, all those guys got busted, bro. I'm 100% sure all those guys got busted.
Yeah, those guys are... Seafood Shack has not been the same. Our plata, because the bar is usually full of dudes, right?
Yeah.
And they're the ones that pay, because they're the guys that are like, they're there to drink,
But they have this vibe of like, I'm either like a gangster,
I'm a little sketch.
un narco, or some type of dealer, right? Because I would show up with like hella money, and at one point they would show up with like, I want to say they were escorts.
I don't know.
That's what I want to say.
There's some women there that show up a little too done up, like
right. And then next week they come with a different girl.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
with the same vibe, like same
they
vibe. All done up, like high heels.
Yeah, I'm like, where y'all going?
Yeah.
I'm like, where's this after hour spot y'all are going?
Yeah, and then they haven't shown up since like December.
It's been a while, yeah. I mean, I thought it was just a slow season because I mean, there was like 2 weeks at Seafood with no llegó nadie. Yeah, like, I was just like, fuck. Like,
so I'm gonna call her, bro. One day, Arturo's gonna be like, "Hey, you remember all those guys at Barra? They're in jail, like jail.
They're on Telemundo right now. Look, yeah, but yeah, that's been a little.
Oh
crazy.
Yeah, but one of those guys, he would just be like, "Hey."
Yeah, the whistle. And it's always the one that's like really, really like it's like a very direct sound whistle, like the one that like hits your ear like at that right frequency.
Yeah,
you're like, wait, no mames, duele, But yeah, they'll do that. They'll do that a lot. Like we'll be in the middle of playing, and as soon as the song ends, they're like, like, no, don't hit that. And I'm just like, dude, bro, like,
and I was ignoring him, or I look at him and be like, "What's he got?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I get it. Like they're trying to get your attention, but it's like, dude, like there's better ways to do this shit.
You can't raise your hand, bro.
Raise your hand,
sir. Oye, camarada,
Oye, camarada,
algo bonito,
Yeah, dude. And yeah, like, that's always been like my thing. Like when like people like snap at you, or like they'll call you by names too. Like if they see that you're güero, they're like, "Hey, güero."
Prieto.
That's right.
They always do the opposite. Like they're like, you're a little like chubby. They're like, "Hey, flaco." You're
like culero. Mexican. Right now that I was talking about like people making fun, the Mexicans don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Growing up, they call you fucking, hola gordo. Like, bro, like
gordo, vete a comer. You're like, fuck, I am hungry. ¿Qué voy a decir?
¿Qué te puedo decir? That's so funny because like it's true. Like Mexicans have no chill with that. So it's like now where they're coming out with like anxiety and depression, like mom depressed. It's like that one SNL sketch.
I fucking love that shit, bro. He's like, my son always said he had depression. I was like, don't do that. Do something else. Like, he's like, mi hijo is not depressed. He just like the dark. Like, and
that just shows like the kid, and he's like,
yeah. He's just going through,
bro. Like so many Mexicans that went through the emo phase is because like, bro, I don't know what the fuck they were on, but those motherfuckers that showed up to school like todo negro. I'm like, damn, bro, like. What are you sad about?
Yeah, bro.
Where
are all the color? Where's this color?
Yeah. What's your favorite color? Black. Like my soul. Like, damn, bro. Mine's green. What's up? But yeah, like it's just always gotten to me. Like fucking this shit. Like I openly ignore them too.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean about Arturo being a good boss, bro. Like he's the one that like, sees shit like that happen, but he's just like, okay, camarada, ahorita lo tocamos. Yeah. He's like, "Camino want a hot dog for the 5th time." Okay, well, yeah, ahorita lo tocamos.
Well, there was that time with you were there, I think. Time? You weren't there.
Was I in Mexico or something?
I don't know where you were. It was something for school because I don't think Boya was there either.
Okay.
It was whenever Don Luis's family members play with us.
Oh,
you weren't there for that.
No,
right?
I wasn't. I was at where was I? Disneyland World. My honeymoon.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Cause it was at Disney. Yeah, it was at Disney.
Yeah, and Saul was with us, and this guy came out to him and asked him for something for a song. Oh, I forgot the whole plot.
The plot.
But he asked Saul something, and then estaba en la barra, and he was kind of drunk, and like time passed, right? And so the guy like kind of like hinted at Saul like, hey, like what the fuck?
Yeah, I
think le dijo algo como que, hey, te estoy diciendo cabrón, lo estaba regañando.
Oh, okay.
Y hace cuenta like me and Paco were like,
oh, Paco was it?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Me and Paco were like, lo queríamos matar, güey, because we're like, ¿qué pedo, güey? Like, why are you yelling at our boy,
Yeah.
And then it was funny because I think he came up to Saul again and he le dijo algo. And then Paco went up to Saul and he's like, hey, this guy bothering you? And so I was like, no, this guy was like, I think he wanted like a song. He wanted a song for like for someone, but the way he was asking, he was
being a bitch about
like we were all like, wait, qué pedo, like.
Yeah.
And then Arturo went up to him and he was like, no, okay. They talked and he's like, oh no, pues las mañanitas for so and so. Like,
all that bullshit for las mañanitas.
Yeah, we didn't tell you about that.
No.
Yeah, and then Arturo came back and we're like, ¿qué pedo con ese güey? Nah, pues que sí habla, güey. It's like, yeah. And then Arturo did really well about like, nah, pues ahí está, compa, para.
Exactly.
And because if we were like me or Paco, we'd be like, ¿qué quiere? Pues va a chingar su madre, like vaya a darle a otro lugar, like what are you fucking yelling at us?
Like,
But Arturo was to like, okay, compa, que sé que el otro chido, and then
it's more where like people think they're the main character, like
that's
like,
what this guy was.
It's like, why are you making a scene? Like it's a fucking song, like chill, bro. Like you act like tú contrataste el mariachi for the fucking restaurant. It's like, dude, like wait your fucking turn. Like even if we don't get to your song like right away, like we're gonna get to it eventually. Like just fucking chill the fuck out. Like
just the way like he was yelling at Saul too. Just
exactly, like all so disrespectful. Like, hey, what estoy diciendo? Like, okay, wait, no es mi grupo. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, tell the fucking boss. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, it's people that feel entitled, You're
gonna do the
so chat? We're gonna get into Charro chat really quick. We appreciate you guys' questions. We love you. Number one, how drunk have you been at a gig, or what's the drunkest you've been at a gig? This sounds like something my mom would like just to get caught. Like,
plead the fifth.
So I mean, I don't really drink. I'm not much of a drinker, and these guys always like to remind me that I'm a bitch. But anytime they give me a shot, and I'm like, no, like not. I feel like that commercial, like, no, not tonight. Like you had shift boy ID every night this week. You haven't seen it? Never mind. Never mind. Point is, I was trying to make a reference there. I guess. I'm a bitch. But yeah, they offered me a shot. That's the thing about being a mariachi. Like we've talked about this with Arturo too. It's like you can't be sober.
Like you can.
No, you can. I'm saying, but what I'm saying is like, it's not even that it's a temptation. It's like people will give you the shot.
Oh, you weren't there for that either.
What?
Because there was a guy that same week.
Okay.
This guy kept like waterfalling Paco and Arturo.
Right, you told me about this. Yeah.
And then it's happened twice actually. And this guy after a while, like he thought that I was drinking, but I wasn't taking like his waterfall because I was like siempre me bañan.
I get all fucking wet.
Yeah. So at the end he was kind of like, no, like I want to do him, and like he pointed at me. Yeah, it was a little suspicious, and I was like, no, it's good. I tried to explain it's good. I don't know if it's because I'm tall or something, but people always miss
my mouth.
like the target, And he's like, as I'm trying to explain, he's just like, ahí viene el avión. And I'm like, no, it's gonna. And then, sure enough, he misses. My mouth, and he gets my whole beard.
Yeah, your beard,
which I shave, by the way.
Yeah,
and. Like, how am I supposed to stop? Am I supposed to let him shower me,
Yeah.
Like, I was helpless.
Yeah.
No, nadie me ayudó.
Es que no me ayuda. No, it's because that's what I'm trying to say. Like I drink a little bit more now, like if I'm in the mood for a shot, I'll just take a shot. I'll take
it's all downhill, bro.
Now I drink to forget. But what I mean by you can't be sober is like you could be like, nobody asks for your age. I could be 16. I could be 15 at this gig, and it's not even like, oh, do you consent to taking this drink? No, that's not the question. The question is, you want a shot?
It's like, it's like, how many do you want?
It's like, ¿cuántos quieren? Can I get it like a Fanta? No tenemos. ¿Qué quieres? And it's like, fuck, like you can't. Like, imagine if I was like a 15-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old gig. It was my first couple of gigs. I go out there and I'm getting offered like a drink right away, and it's like, dude, like I could be, this is why some parents are scared of their little babies going out to play. That was one of your things, no? When you were little,
what?
Like your mom was scared of you going out there because it's like, you don't. So,
Well,
like, no
which
sé
is
qué va a pasar.
overprotective overall.
But por eso, like,
But
well, one of them would be probably for drinking, you know? So, like, when you're out there and people are offering them to you left and right, like, if you're a kind of person that have no self-control, it could be hard. But also, just in general, you could be the one to say no, and they're like, nah. Like, that guy is like, I'm already up here, bro. Like, you're going to open your mouth or no?
Yeah.
And it's like, what can I say, you know?
I'm like, ¿qué puedo hacer? You know? I was powerless.
Yeah, so I mean, like, in general, like, it's the kind of profession where, like, you really have to, if you really, like, the kind of person that doesn't drink, like, you really have to stand your ground. Most people will respect it. It's not like they're forcing you, you know, but, like, I'm just saying that the way that they bring about alcohol, like, it's gonna be there, like, regardless. Like, it's the kind of situation where, like, it's expected. I've seen groups that go to, we've been told by clients before, they're all like, no, güey, me gustan cuando vienen ustedes mejor porque he contratado otros mariachis. Like, I've gotten other groups before.
Sacaban las botellas?
Yeah. And like, no, se chingaron como 3 de mis botellas, güey. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, like, you know how, like, some parties we'll go to, they'll have, like, all their stuff, like, all their bottles, like.
Yeah, like the bar.
Yeah, they'll have their bar. And, like, some mariachis no tienen vergüenza, güey. They'll get to the gig, they're like, and they just walk towards the bar and they're like, and they just fucking open up a bottle. Yeah, that's
true. Like, I don't really ask. I kind of wait till they, like, ¿qué pasó? Like, I kind of wait till they, like, ask me, like, do you want something, you know? And I'm like, pues le robo un poquito, you know? Bien humilde. Bien humilde.
Bien humilde.
But, like, I've never gone out and, like, gotten, like, a bottle and, like, poured me some.
Right.
That's the way.
No.
And, esto es lo que está diciendo.
No, just, yeah, like, it's just, like, that guy is saying, how drunk have you been? Well, why you want to know?
Yeah, don't ask stupid questions, bro.
He's like, lo hice tu mamá.
I'm like, I think you know.
I think you know. I think if you know the answer, lo que se ve no se pregunta.
Yeah. Don't ask a question you don't want an answer to, you know?
This person said, what's up with Palomar and Vargas? I don't know. Ask him. I'm
not up to date with any mariachi anymore.
I don't know what's going on with anything.
Yeah.
All I've seen is that he's been playing, like, in San Antonio. He plays in Robert's group.
Yeah. Oh, I'll follow him on Instagram. He is in.
Yeah. So he's out there and he's just, you know, like, doing his thing. And I'm guessing.
Working.
Well, it's like every mariachi that's in Vargas and Nuevo, like, they all gig, you know? Yeah. So I'm assuming Palomar is just, I mean, you'd have to ask him. I don't talk to him like that, right? But I'm sure that he's just probably gigging with them because, you know, he wants money. Que toque agarrar dinero. I mean, that's
get them dollars, you know?
I think he's from the United States, no?
Cali, right? He was with Camperos.
But I mean, I'm saying, like, his dad is Palomar, right? Rafael, you know, but I'm sure he had him here.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
So if he's from here, I mean, he's like any other of us. Like, yeah, he's in Vargas, right? But it's like, he's going to gig.
Yeah.
I mean, you doing mariachi, you make good money. So, I mean, you go out there and you gig because you get that money. You know, so right now, I don't know if Vargas is doing shows. So, I mean, kind of like how you see, like, you know, the guys from Vargas or Nuevo or even the guys from Sol, the guys from Camperos, you always see them going to gigs. Like, the people that I follow on Instagram, like, that aren't in these main groups, but I know that they're gigging out in Cali, they're gigging out in Texas or whatever other state. You see them gigging with other people, but it's because, just like us, I mean, estamos chambeando, you know, like, para sacar, you know, para la coca, la roja.
Damn.
La roja, coca de la roja. Damn, then this person too says, what's your favorite liquor? Bro, what do you think? Have we put out there that we just be out here fucking, let me get a shot? I don't have a favorite liquor. I just drink whatever they give me, and that's me. But I like margaritas. Margaritas are good. I'm a girl drinks guy. I like margaritas.
Palomas.
Palomas. That's not a girl drink, is it? Why you look at me like that? I like palomas. I like margaritas, and I like we have the tamarindo vodka here at my house. You go combine it with, like, anything, any kind of soda, and it's fucking delish. So, like, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Well, I'm the one with the alcohol problem, so.
You don't have a problem.
That's
I can't say.
That's what I've heard, bro. Tengo un problema alcohólico.
Nah, way.
But the last one is Sal brought it. It's called Pantalones.
Oh, you took a picture of it?
Yeah.
You're an alcoholic.
Yeah. And it's by Matthew McConaughey, apparently.
Let me see
Shit.
the picture? Tequila pantalones.
Yeah.
Añejo.
Yeah. It's weird because it smells good. It smells like chocolate.
Oh, that doesn't sound appetizing at all.
But it tastes like tequila. Like, it doesn't taste sweet.
Yeah.
Like, it's very, like, fresh, I guess. So, yeah. I told him.
You brought that to Burros?
Yeah. He was like, bro, I always tell him, like, no te saludo, güey, porque siempre me invitas algo. Every
For real,
time.
that's what I mean. They're like, hey, how you doing? How you been?
No, bro,
you
like,
want drink?
not even, like, I'll be walking, and I'll hear, like, hey, Vic. I'm like, hey, checa este, güey. Checa este tequila que te traigan. And I'm like,
He's already pouring it?
Yeah, and
exactly,
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, man.
And that night I remember I told him, like, por eso te saludo, güey, porque siempre me pongo así, güey, cuando tú vienes.
That's so funny. Good. This person also said, why is Vic so good at improvising?
Because I don't know the real song. I'm just like,
Yes, you do.
I'm like, these sounds right.
I practice at the practice.
Yeah.
And I record at the practice.
I'm like, you don't watch Dragon Ball anymore, right? Or you never watch Dragon Ball, right?
A little bit, but
because you know how like Goku's always getting new forms.
He gets Goku Super Saiyan. I don't know that.
Well, his new form is like white. He has like white hair and gray eyes and shit.
Oh no.
It's called Ultra Instinct. It basically just means that like his body reacts like by itself. So like everything is in an independent body part.
Okay.
When he's fighting. That's me, bro. I'm just like, no sé, güey. Aquí andamos, you know. Aquí es donde nos puso la vida, güey. You know. I'm just like.
Sounds like that one song.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. We don't have time to go over these, but I'm just gonna say them because I feel bad not saying them. These are with the topic of the day. It was like some dude asked us to leave in the middle of a song.
Oh, there's more?
Because they're in the messages. I feel bad. I always forget them. Some dude asked us to leave in the middle of a song because it wasn't that type of party. It was a quotations fiesta themed party. They had sombrero decorations and papel picado hanging and everything. Well, I think at this point, like Mexico is just gentrified. Like it's always been like that. Cinco de Mayo. Like I don't get offended anymore because it's like whatever, bro. Like I mean. They do the same thing with St. Patrick's Day. I'm pretty sure not Irish people are green and they drink all the time. You know, like,
it's just.
But that's a day of drinking, St. Patrick's Day. Like people drink green beer, but I'm pretty sure they don't all do that. But it's like at this point, it's good poesía, you know. So it's like we just played on Sunday at a gig where the theme of the party must have been like Mexicans because like nobody paid attention to us. We just like we're like I can practicar. We just fucking play some songs. And like the only reason we were there was because they had tacos, they had a taquero. It was all white people. They had a taquero and they had decorations with like, you know, papel picado, and some lady was wearing a sombrero backwards. Yeah. So it's like that's why we were there.
She was trying to own that too. She was walking around like
she really thought she did something. You know, just walking around like you know, I cooked today. But, like, you know,
you forgot the other one too.
What was the other one?
It says this kid threw a ball into a neighbor's yard and never came into a party and punched the kid because did you read this?
No, I didn't read that. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, and they never came into a party and punched the kid because he then got jumped by the family. What?
This kid threw a ball into a neighbor's yard and the neighbor came into the party and punched the kid because of it, and then got jumped by the family. At that point, you're not playing at a party, bro. You're playing at a fucking Royal Rumble. Like it's.
I always wanted to see something like that. Where it does
some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always wanted to see too, but I am a little scared. We live in Texas where people just got guns, so it is a little like nerve wracking. I'm not trying to get shot, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, pay-per-view, you know.
Pay-per-view. Fucking one punch, and then motherfuckers. Easy. I like seeing motherfuckers fold. It's funny. They get punched and like in UFC, like they get punched and they're just like they like dissolve. It's just
the UFC, so
shit's hilarious.
Like, yeah, but is he alive? You know?
Huh?
Because it's like UFC. Because like at first you're like ha, and you're like he's not getting back up. You're like
yeah. It's honestly pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I don't really enjoy watching UFC.
You do or you don't? I do.
I think I like boxing more.
It's the same shit. You kill someone in boxing.
Yeah, but there's less chance of that. Because your legs are very strong. Kicking someone in the head with your legs.
That's just fucking crazy. Like when they do like flying knees and shit. Like, bro, your knee to the face? Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's a higher chance of seeing a dead body. You know?
You want to see a dead body?
Yeah. I just like seeing the knockout, you know, like sleep.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. I guess you're right.
But yeah. Well, I think we reached the end of this
shit
episode.
up. Thank you guys for coming out to episode 117. I hope that you guys had a great week, and you guys will have a great week. We will see you guys next Monday.
You guys have a good week.
Hope you enjoyed the
weekend.
Episode.
Yeah. Let us what you think.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say this in the last episode. But please, we're trying to grow this. So please tell your friends to subscribe. And please stop following the page and then unfollowing. It's so annoying. Like, our numbers will go up and then they go down. And they go up and then they go down. So I'm like, either we're having a bunch of bots sign up or some shit, and then they're like jumping shit.
Well, some are bots, yeah.
I don't know. But no, a lot of them are real people. I checked their profile. I'm like,
Creep.
Most of them are chattels, which I like. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what up? Welcome to the fam. But yeah, like, I share this podcast with anybody you think that would enjoy this. Again, we're trying to make this as cool as possible. Also, let us know who you want to see on the pod, because I mean, we got to get on that again.
Yeah.
We want to get some guests out here so that you guys can watch and get to know some stuff with some people.
Have fun, you know.
We'll request them, whether they be here or not. I don't know, but we'll ask them. You know, at least, hey, you want to be on the episode? So we don't have that much pull, so we'll try our best.
Yeah.
But let us know, and we'll get that ball rolling.
See you guys.
See you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye. I had them on in the beginning. Hello.
Hola.
Yeah, we're good.
I should have been like what?